I'm back. Yes, sirree Bob, we are finally doing A-okay. How is everybody? Hey Andrew, hey Jay. Has been a while, hasn't it? Oh my god, this is worlds better. Okay, so what happened? What was going on? So I've been hearing a clicking noise for a while. I think it's going away now, but I can't really be sure. I finally was able to figure out how to pull off this covering over my the front part of my case. It has this LED arrangement. It was awful because as cool as the LED rainbowy whatever bullshit looks, it's an absolute dust magnet because it's got a front-loaded set of like 4 really high-powered fans that are used to cool the liquid cooling thing for the processor. And so my system was overheating simply because it could no longer get the same level of airflow. And the reason it could get no longer that same level of airflow is that when I finally was able to figure out how to pop that sucker open and get at those front fans, oh my god, they were Dust Bunny Central. I've only had this computer about a year, so I probably should have tried to clean it sooner, but I just could not get into the housing to actually do that until last night when my brother and I tinkered with everything and we finally got it. So when things died yesterday, that's how I was able to get it all, I don't know, fixed, I guess. So how is everybody else doing? I'm feeling great. The computer feels like it's actually running cool. Like, I'm gonna look real fast at that, what is it? The core temp. Exotic Bunny showed me this thing a while ago. It's pretty decent. Yeah, it's doing far better than it had done yesterday. So that explains a hell of a lot. And so that was my problem. Very unfortunate problem, but, you know, shit happens. I just wish I could have gotten at that thing sooner, you know? I hope it didn't cause any damage of any kind. Like, long-lasting damage. You never can tell, I guess, with this sort of thing. So yeah, I finally managed to clear up that issue. Here's hoping it stays cleared. But other than that, hopefully no more random ass shutdowns or anything of that nature. Feels good to have that weight off my shoulders. Or at least, I hope it's off my shoulders. It could end up being that there's something more. Who knows? But for now, I'm going to say the problem is solved. So yeah, that was that. Getting lots of ads. Ooh, sorry, Quasi-Stellar. Switch over to a ad block. Nobody needs to like subject themselves to ads. What games do I play normally that I don't show on my YouTube channel? Master Duel. Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, predominantly. That's a game that I've been playing lots of that I've just never shown off. The reason is mostly that not everybody is really into Yu-Gi-Oh! The way that I am. In fact, most people don't give a shit about Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's just sort of whatever, you know? Yu-Gi-Oh! Is one of those games that you'll either love or you'll hate. It's a very complex and convoluted game. I like it. I love it. It's really, really fun to me. It can be a frustrating game at times. That's another reason why I don't really want to show off the game itself or me playing it, because I know I'll get very, very frustrated, because I get very mad when I play Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'd rather not show myself raging, you know? That's just not me. You guys wouldn't like it if I was raging like crazy. I find it cathartic to rage, honestly. It's kind of therapeutic in a way to get my frustrations out. But yeah, I just don't. You guys view me as a chill, fun and relaxing kind of guy, and I don't want to ruin that image, you know? That is probably my strong suit, and if I played Master Duel, it would ruin that. You would you'd wonder where the real Jack went, and yeah, it just would not be pretty. So I'm not going to show that one off. But other than that, I mostly like just messing around in Minecraft. I will on occasion draw. I've gotten back into drawing again. Lots of various annoying projects have had to take precedence. So I haven't exactly had a lot of time to draw. But it is nice to be able to get back in it. Other than that, games that I play that I'm not... I can't think of anything that I don't really show off other than what I've already mentioned. So, like... yeah, I guess that's it, really. I'm not, like, super fond of a whole lot of games. Like, I have a lot of really old games that I play that I love because they're from my childhood or wherever. But anything else, I don't know. Whoa. So yeah, it's just whatever strikes my fancy. Odds are very good I will play whatever that game is on stream. Like Chrono Cross, for those of you who know about Chrono Cross and Chrono Trigger. Chrono Cross and Chrono Trigger are, well, they're really famous, really old games, but Chrono Cross is getting, it's a remake, I believe. That's, or no, not a remake, it's a remaster. That's it. That's coming out in like, a week, I want to say. Maybe not even that long. Recently got back into Pokemon after many years. Ah. Yeah, I hate Pokemon. I outgrew it, and then I got tired of hearing about it. Oh, Benjamin. Thank you. Oh, sorry you haven't donated. Well, you don't have to donate. Don't feel pressured to do that. You're in Japan. Well, enjoy. Did you recently go to Japan, or is this somewhere you've been for a while? Either way, that's cool, though. Thank you so much for the donation, though, man. How else? Now you've lived here for a month. Ah, really? How did you get in? Don't they have the country still kind of like on lockdown or whatever? I was under the impression that they weren't letting foreigners come for tourists and other related, you know, like jobs and stuff. Quarantine 4 days in a hotel room. Wow. Ouchie. Well, provided that's all they make you do, I guess that's fine. I mean, if you're vaccinated and all that other shit, I don't see why they should be too harsh. I don't know. I'm not an authority on that, so it's whatever. But yeah, that's good. I hope you enjoy Japan. I thought about going there, but I don't know. I'm not really, like, big on travel. I don't really give a shit. I would rather stay at home, to a degree. So, like, it just doesn't really strike me as something I want to do. Whoops. So I just don't really care. But it's cool to hear about other people going there and stuff. Mask mandates are gone in Canada. Okay, good. Good. I hope all the mask mandates disappear. Mask mandates were a means of population. Well, not control, but more like, I almost said population control, but it's more of a... It was means of control that was not ethically good. Especially considering masks kind of sometimes didn't stop the virus under certain circumstances. Very unfortunate. But I'm very glad they've started getting rid of that shit. Because normal society should not be... You shouldn't conceal your face from everybody in normal society. In a normal society, everybody should be able to see each other's faces. Not just for safety reasons, but also... How much human interaction does that destroy if you can't see someone's face? It just kind of gets out of hand, you know? Never been a fan of the turn-based style games like Pokemon. The only turn-based game you found was Inscription. Ah. Well, a lot of RPGs kind of strayed away from turn-based combat many years ago. Because once upon a time, that was all you had was turn-based combat. But there are a lot of active time battle system RPGs like Chrono Trigger. Some of the best Final Fantasies are active time battle. Final Fantasies 4 to 8, or no, 4 to 9, sorry, are all active time battle. Those are usually worth playing. Ooh, The active time battle system was a really, really smart idea. For what it offers you. Damn it. That might look good. Ooh, yeah, I like that. I love how panes and walls connect up. So yeah, if you're vaxxed. Yeah, it just feels like whenever you're about to beat a boss, your Pokemon has an epileptic seizure. Well, Pokemon got very, very formulaic after a while. They stopped innovating greatly until only very recently. Like the Arceus game that I heard about was pretty cool looking in that it approaches Pokemon in like a slightly different mindset, but like I don't know that it really necessarily approaches it that differently. Not like it should. Like, they should have been doing Arceus-style games a long time ago. I know they tried with, like, what was it? Pokemon Gale of Darkness or whatever? That game was... I don't know. That game didn't quite do what everybody wanted it to. Has a good, dedicated community to it, though. I like the texture of the pillar block when it's turned on its side like that. Whoops. Okay. Got decent, I don't know, a decent little hallway looking thing. But yeah, Pokemon cards got banned at your old school. Oh man, Pokemon cards. That brings me back, I tell you. I had lots of those cards. Of course, I was foolish when I was really, really young. I didn't properly take care of them. A lot of them are very badly beaten up. Turns out I actually do have some really old cards that are kind of worth something. From like the some of the Neo sets, from what I understand. But I'm not sure I want to do anything with them yet, because those cards are not even 20 years, or no, sorry, excuse me, they're about 25 years old now. I don't know, I might want to wait until they're older before I really do anything to them or with them. But I'd really be interested in knowing what kinds of cards are going for what these days, because I've got a ton of them, and they're all very old. And what few of them I've been able to keep in good condition, because again, this is before I knew about protecting your cards and being cautious and all that. Hush, hush, hush. What do you want, Ellie? You being a good girl? You sound whiny and sleepy. Yeah, she's a good girl. You're never interested in the video games, but the Pokemon card game. Ah. Yeah, trading card games always seem to like catch the attention of kids specifically. I don't remember ever playing the Pokemon card game, but I do remember collecting the hell out of the cards. In a lot of ways, that was kind of like my gateway entry to Yu-Gi-Oh! In how it was basically a very, very cool, badass version of Pokemon. But like, I don't know. Nowadays, it's a very strategic game. Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Is like nothing like what it once was. And here I go again talking about that game. Most people don't even play that game, come to think of it. Place air reports. So yeah, I don't know. I definitely have a lot of nostalgia for games like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And stuff. However, with Yu-Gi-Oh! I find that there's much more challenge to the game. I don't know anything about the Pokemon game, the card game. How it's played or any of the ins and outs of it. So I could be wrong. It could be just as much of a hassle as Yu-Gi-Oh! Is. I know it's like one of the top 3 card games up there with like Magic the Gathering and, well, and Yu-Gi-Oh! And that's it. And I guess Hearthstone too, to a degree. Damn, Hearthstone. That's a game I haven't heard of in a while. I hope that... Is that game still going on? It should still be. Meow. Hey, Jose. Sorry. Pokemon game and show, you don't understand the card game. I'm sure I could understand it now. I was way too young back when it was super popular. Hell, I barely understood Yu-Gi-Oh! Until I actually had good friends sit me down and like walk me through how to better play the game. It ended up being really interesting how it all panned out. There we go. Just treat it like that. You know, part of me really likes not knowing where I'm going with each block. I find it a lot like freeform drawing in a lot of ways. Whoops. You just go, and whatever you get is whatever you get. Yeah, I like that. Remember when you had 2 Shaman cards worth $80, Pokemon decided to reprint them, and now they're worthless. Oof. Yeah. That sucks, but that's also how it goes. Pokemon. You remember playing Pokemon Diamond on your own DS you got from your older brother? Man. I got out of Pokemon around Diamond and Pearl. It stopped being interesting. That was around the time it started getting really formulaic for me. So, I never actually touched Diamond, Pearl, or Platinum. Even though I hear that frequently those are the best in the series. But I don't really, like, care, to be honest, because at the end of the day, it's still just going to be, you know, you and the monsters you caught, the magical animals. Yeah, that's how they've been referred to. You and your band of magical animals will forever just be unstoppable. That was another thing. Like, I could never... I don't know. There was always a sense of... Oh, whoops. You're the special person because you're the player character. And, like, you'll always forever be untouchable. Like, once I beat Red in Pokemon Gold, way back when, the very first time I beat Red, I was elated. Because he, you know, kicked my ass. Like, he was... Red was something. Oh, hush, Ellie. Anyway, Red was something. Red was a monster. And obviously, you know, he was meant to be... technically, he was the player character from the previous games. But, like... Oh, whoops. Undo. But you could tell that it was more a replacement for how you were in Red and Blue version. And then ever since I beat Red that first time, it stopped being rewarding. Because I knew that when I beat Red, there's nobody else in the Pokemon game. In that case, it was Gold and Silver. But then that later, there was nobody else quite like Red in Ruby and Sapphire. And I never had Emerald, I don't think. There just didn't seem to be nearly as much of the challenge. I don't know, maybe I got out of it too prematurely. I don't know, I was already in high school by that point. I stopped caring about Pokemon. Hey, I have wild animals contained in a small container. Battle yours and mine to the death. Yeah, kinda. What if Pokemon games had AI so they improved or faster than a human player? That would be cool, but also highly unrealistic. Because the AI bit... I mean, what AI are we referring to, you know? Like, what AI do you have? There isn't a magical, super strong AI that can just be better than a human that you'd have been able to run on, like, what was this, DS? Game Boy Advance hardware? Like, maybe today on the Switch, you could maybe do something like that. But I don't know. That was, it would be cool, don't get me wrong. Okay, I hear you. Hold on, be right back. There we go. She's out. She's no longer in my ear. Anyway, maybe some PC Pokemon version. Yeah, if they would ever port a mainline game to PC, like the Arceus game, I don't know, is Arceus on Steam? I don't remember. I don't remember what releases that game has. If it's just Switch or what. But yeah, if Nintendo would just put a beefy-ass game on, you know, computers, they could do stuff like that. Feed the cat? No, she has had her food for the day. She does not need food. She's actually beginning to slim down quite a bit now. And we're very happy. Let's play rock, paper, scissors. No. Don't play rock, paper, scissors. I feel like something should be in the front here. Ooh, I like that. That is so much cooler. This is actually a really nice window design. Oh, that's right. I had the render distance shrunk down. Oh, that's so much better. I missed being able to look out into the deep darkness and see my baby just suspended there. Okay. Anyway. Now, I kind of want to put some sort of fins on the side here. Maybe something wrapping around here. Oh yeah, right here. This'll do. Okay, it's not bad. You once got banned from a server because you accidentally made a wang. It was unintentional as you were trying to make a totem shop. Well, that sucks, but that's hilarious. Did you happen to call your totem shop Wangs? Because if so, that would have been even funnier. Even though I'm sure you didn't do it on purpose, but... Ah, well. Okay, let me... The eyes and nose accidentally made it. So sad. But funny. Okay. There are a bunch of questions that I have yet to answer. I've been slacking on questions, so I'm trying to sort of catch up to where I was way back, several months ago when I kind of stopped answering these. Let's see now. First question's very bizarre. What toothpaste do I use? I used... Actually, fun fact, I found a toothpaste about a year ago that's really good, but not for the reasons you might think. It has no flavor, no sodium saccharin, so it doesn't hurt my teeth. And it doesn't have any minty aftertaste. And so I can actually, like, brush my teeth with it and not care. It actually is pretty nice. It's called Tartar Control. And as for the next question after that, what toothbrush do I use? I just use an Oral-B electric toothbrush. Like, nothing special. Not really sure why someone would want to know that info, but sure. So now you know what type of toothpaste Jack and toothbrush Jack likes to use. Something that gets the job done, you know? Ooh. Let's see here. Worst feelings, brushing your teeth and forgetting and then drinking juice. Yeah, exactly. That's the sodium saccharin that has that, it's like a counterbinding effect, I think. It's very, very bad. Very awful and bitter tasting. Because the toothpaste doesn't have that in there, I don't often think about it, and so you can do, you know, stuff like that. So yeah, that's a decent little alternative. No flavoring, no minty aftertaste, none of that, and you don't have that drawback. How long have I been trying to rebuild? I'm not rebuilding. Nothing was destroyed. This is a world download of when it was fine. I've been trying to build Space Valk 3 for the last 5 years. So it's been, you know, a good amount of time. Let's put that there. 5 years, yep. I've been building this since February 2017. Feb 2017. God, that feels like ages ago, doesn't it? I can remember as I was placing blocks on this thing, just going, wow, this place is really shaping up nice. Like, I never imagined it would become so much that it has become. My, how time flies, you know? Not really sure what I'll do after this. Probably just focus on my hardcore base. But who knows? Only time will tell. 116 episodes, yep. It's probably more like 113 because some of these were like cutouts where I had bad internet or some bullshit happened that prevented me from really finishing it. Obviously, I had the shutdown yesterday that was like very sudden and very out of nowhere. Of course, now I know what the problem with that was, so hopefully that doesn't become a problem again. Oh, for those of you wondering about yesterday, if you weren't here at the very beginning of stream, I mentioned this. I had a overheat, system overheat, and it was very likely due to the fact that the front intake fans on my computer were just absolutely clogged with dust. And it was pretty bad. It was fucking terrible. So I'm very happy I got that cleaned off. Like, I spent a good 2 hours sucking out as much dust as I could and trying to keep it all clean. I took a bunch of alcohol-soaked cloths to it. And as far as I know, that got it. Whether or not it'll stay good, we'll just have to see. Will I build Space Valk 4 in the future? Probably. I don't know. Maybe. It won't be as big as this, if I do. I'm thinking it will be probably no larger than something like that. Though I have had the idea of building a Space Valkyria 3 styled thing in all 3 dimensions, to where, like, I would have it in the overworld and then have an end portal somewhere at the center. And then I would have one with and then the overworld version would have like nether portals or something. And then you'd go into the nether, and the portals would take you directly to a copy in the nether. I would have to remove all the bedrock somehow. And so that would dump you out there. And then you would jump into the end portal and go to the main island in the end, which I would also have removed. And so you would enter into the end portion, and you'd be on the obsidian platform, and that would be in the center or the heart somewhere of the end version of something like that. It wouldn't look like that, though. It would probably be each dimension's version would be made out of a different material. Probably blackstone, the new deep slate, and then maybe, I don't know, some other material. I don't want to do stone brick, but like stone brick is so easy to get lots of, though. So I don't know. It would have to be something like that. But you get the idea. It would be very, I don't know. No matter where you go, you can't escape it. That's the kind of feeling I would be going for. I think it'd be really cool. Time and Space Valkyria. Yeah, that's what I could call it. Shit would be dope. Time and Space Valkyria. Oh, this is off. Here we go. Now we know that in a fight against Minecraft, Dust will win. Well, all PC-related anything will, you know, die in the face of overheating. And that liquid cooling system is really good until it can't cool the liquid to cool the processor. So clearly, you know, dust wins out over all electronics inevitably. That's just the reality of the matter. Sounds like what you have going for your base. Your base, you go through the end portal and you're at the base in the end. It's all built around the entrance and exit portals. Yeah, exactly. The end and overworld, or the overworld and nether space Valks are broken due to war. Nah, I don't want to do that. I would want them to be one continuous base that goes, well, all through all dimensions, basically. And it would be just, yeah, and a continuous base. You would go from one dimension to the next and it would be there. Just more base. I think that would be cool. But I don't know. That's just my opinion. I've also had an idea to marry the Drain and something like Space Valkyria. Fun fact, that was originally what I was going to do in hardcore. Was sort of like a hybrid of the Drain and Space Valk. But in the overworld only. But I just kind of ended up changing it to what I'm doing now. But I'm definitely going to keep the idea. It's definitely a good one. So I don't know, maybe I'll make that one on stream someday. In a different time, in a different place. We shall have more Valkyrias of different spaces. Yeah, I like that. That looks good. Sometimes you make story ideas, you don't do much with them. Yeah, I'm not too dissimilar myself, honestly. There's a trick where you put the end portal in the nether and you go through the spawn, the coordinates in the end. It would be cool to make a second island based off that. I've never heard of that trick. Interesting. Hey Jack, would I ever do a series where I turn my subscribers' ideas into builds? No. You guys, no offense, but you won't have the ideas that I want to have. You won't be capable of making the things that I want to do. If I play Minecraft and I build in Minecraft, I want to build stuff that I want to see made real. And so, giving autonomy to other people, like, no offense, you guys are great, but the ability to do my own builds, whatever's in my head at that time, is, like, invaluable to me. I can't give that kind of power up. I would not readily cede that power to anyone. So, no, not likely. I would very likely just, maybe take it under advisement, whatever idea someone has. But, like, I don't want people, like, suggesting bajillions and bajillions of ideas. Like, yeah, people have ideas, and I'm willing to listen to a minor degree. But at the end of the day, I'm the one making this. And I want to be the one making this, you know? What is that? That's only 5. So I appreciate ideas, but at the same time, I'm not too hot on just doing everything people want me to do. I'm the sculptor. I have to be the one to make the end result, I guess. It isn't the same kind of satisfaction as me building by myself or as me building in front of you guys. If I'm not in charge of what I'm building, it just doesn't have the same power to it, you know? And when I do occasionally take viewer suggestions into account, I have to, like, really figure out a way to change it to where it's more or less my idea or my version of it, my implementation of it. So I can't really just, like, blatantly copy your thing. If I'm going to do something, it's going to be inspired by, at best. 9. Oh, shit. Oh, well. So, yeah, that's just how I feel about it. I don't know. One of these days you're going to build... Oh, make a build for me. For all the hard work. Okay, you don't have to. You know, don't feel pressured to do any such thing. I'm sure you may want to, and that's fine, but... Yeah. You're building for content. Well, I'm also building for my own personal enjoyment and my own creative... Oh, shit. My own creative ability. There we go. Like, there's something... Building stuff awakens something within me. Like, I have this drive, this hunger to make things. And if I don't, you know, it's like going hungry for a day or two. You can starve for a day or so, or two, and be okay. But if you start going on like a week, if I couldn't build something for a week, I would feel it. It would not be pleasant. It would be very uncomfortable for me. What about teaming up together to make a build? No, definitely not. I have never teamed up with anyone to make a build. Because nobody has ever been capable of stepping to what I do. If I make something, it has to be mine. That's basically how I feel. It's one thing if you help by, like, laying blocks or donating items and materials, things of that nature. That's all well and good, but I don't know. There's something about someone else doing as much, if not more, work. There's something about that I can't get behind. If I'm making something, it has to be for my benefit, for my own enjoyment. Because Minecraft, building in Minecraft is a type of release for me. And if I can't make everything the way that I want to, it stops being that kind of release. So I don't know. Teaming up and basing with people. I've always kind of been very wary about how I do that. I'm really not the type to want to base just because. And at big bases, I don't tend to do anything at all. I just let everybody else do their thing. The last big base that I built at and intentionally went to with the idea of building was Asgard 2 in early 2015. And that was exclusively because I was so bored with where I was that I wanted to, like, shake it up and do something completely different. And even then, the worst of it was, I got burned because Asgard 2 wasn't there from the time I started walking toward it. And by the time I actually got there, I was only able to stay at Asgard 2 for like 2 weeks before it got dumpstered. So there was just never a way to really be at a big base and enjoy it. The last time I built at a big base that I really enjoyed being at, where, like, cool things happened, and also I was really proud of my work, was, like, Valkyria in late 2013. Yes, helping building is a no-no, Jose. Unless I request the help. That's another matter. If I want it, that's, you know, that's fine. But, just because, like, you have nothing better to do, I don't know about that. There we go. Okay. I feel like it needs a sea lantern somewhere. Just to sort of punctuate the blackness of the obsidian and give a tiny bit more light. Oh yeah, I'm liking this. Your friend always feels so useless when trying to help you build because they don't know what you're trying to plan and what... Yeah, it gets irritating. Exactly. You're not in my head. That's the problem. You can't read my mind, so you have no way to know what I'm trying to do. And even if I explained it to you, you'd probably still not see it exactly as I would. So I don't know. He had dust clog up his fans and his computer overheated. Who did? Yes, Ethanator. This is very much a big part of my life. I love Minecraft so damn much. Like, I can't even begin to describe just how much. I'm very happy that I can just do this. I'm lucky that people even care, to be honest. That Space Valkyria 3 is still a thing and all that. Oh hey, Hankai. Sorry. Or no, Bankai. My bad. Hi Bankai, I'm doing alright. What happened to Space Valk 1 and 2? You know, honestly, I've not shown off 1 and 2 in quite some time. Maybe I ought to. Nah. Set quartz slabs instead. Yeah, I think I'll show it off this stream. Yeah, alright. I will, I'll explain and give more detail on Space Valk 1 and 2. Just because, they're not bases that people are really actively familiar with. And to be fair, other than Space Valk 1, I don't know, there's just not a lot to see. Like, if you're expecting 2 and 1 to be like this, boy, are you in for a surprise, because they're very, very tiny compared to this place. This would be off topic, but you'll be here till the end of 3's creation and beyond. Well, good. Thank you, Jose. I appreciate that people actually like me enough to stick around. So that's good. I at least know that I can still be. You know, I can still be me. Now, this should be a 21 by 21. Or no, 22 by 22. Yeah, 22 by 22, okay. And then I'm going to make a little roof steeple looking thing. What would look good? Is that in the center? Yeah, in a good 10 minutes or so, I will jump over to Space Valk 1 and 2. Just to show them off. I haven't done that in a while. People get curious about those things. They're really, really, like, unassuming. You think I'm a good commentator? Well, thank you. I don't think I'm a good commentator, but sure. I have gotten a little bit better, I guess. Like, a lot of my earlier streams are very boring. And Alpha Computer himself even told me they were kind of boring. Which I understand. 9 that way. 9 this way. Good, good, good. Okay. So I don't know. Maybe Alpha just didn't know what he was talking about. You like how chill and creative I am. Well, thank you. You're a good guy, Void Shadow. Thank you for sticking around. Oh, whoops. Okay. There was a sort of pattern, though. I will say this in advance. There was a lot of there's a creative pattern between Space Valk 1 and 2 that you can kind of see replicated in Space Valk 3 as a whole. There's reason for it. Pippinifs checked his statistics a year ago. His playtime is 0.82 years. He has a YouTube. Who is Pippin NFTs? Or Pippin FTS or whatever. I've probably got cumulatively, throughout all the time I've played Minecraft, I've probably got about 3 or so years of just cumulative playtime. 2 or 3 years, somewhere in there. That's how much of my life I've spent on this game. Now, unfortunately, a lot of that time would be lost due to hard drive crashes and just other, like, for example, the way stats were kept track of was just awful for many, many years, and there was just no reliable way other than you writing your own stats down yourself. There was no real reliable way to keep track of how many this or that's you'd done, playtime, etc. Like, all of my 2B2T playtime is, even if you added up every single account I've ever played on, it would still be very inaccurate because there's like a year and a half of just playtime and stats that were just completely lost due to how Mojang didn't actually keep track of that stuff as efficiently and smartly as they could have. And then they finally changed stats in late 2013, I believe. And that made it far, far more efficient at keeping track of what you're doing. Pippin's the guy who made the world building Minecraft project. Ah, okay. That guy. I see. Well, it's quite the project he has. I've been playing Minecraft since January 2010. So it's been a very long 12 years and some change. I even remember saying something to the effect of, yeah, 12 years ago is when I started playing. Like, you all were probably in some cases, in elementary school back then. You decided to make a new wallpaper for me. Oh, really? Okay. Thank you, Exotic Bunny. Yeah, I look forward to that. Show me. I know you said you were going to do that, but yeah, I look forward to seeing whatever you added. What all you've added to it. What was my favorite update? 1.8. I liked the addition of slime blocks, the addition of Depth Strider, and that was when I made Space Valk 1. So, like, I just have a lot of nostalgia for that time period as a whole. My second favorite would probably be 1.3, because that's when I journeyed out to 4 million to make the lands. That's when villager trading was added, and that really shook up the game. And the best part was the book hacks I have a lovely video on my channel regarding the book hacks in late 2012. God, was that an experience. Ooh. That video is not terribly amazing, but it is a really interesting story from 2B2T. Whoa. So you might enjoy it. I don't know. A lot of crazy stuff happened in early 2B2T. Okay, let's stack this. Booyah. Booyah. Okay, so how many is that in total? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. That's 7. I like that. Then I'm just gonna maybe make that really nice. What is this? Sort of like a basket weaving look. I don't know. I don't know what name. If this pattern has a name to it or not. But yeah, I really like that pattern. Love how it all interlaces. There we go. Yeah, I don't play on 2B2T anymore, Spell. Sorry. I've really kind of just stopped caring about 2B2T at this point. Oh, you're at the concert. Okay. Well, you enjoy, Mike. I know you were really excited to see this one. So that's only a block and a half. The only concert I've ever been to was Journey, when they came through my town in 2017. That was honestly not terrible. The music was very loud, but it was fun. It was a fun kind of experience. That's the only concert I've ever gone to. To be honest, Journey's probably the only concert I'd ever bother going to ever, and I probably won't ever care to go to another one. Because, yeah, very loud. Arnel Pineda, if you know who that is. Really good singing voice on that guy. Did a very good Steve Perry impression that he does. So yeah, that was pretty good, I imagine. Have I conquered the sky, but not the sea and the land? I guess. I don't know. 2B2T, be 1.12 indefinitely. Probably not. They'll probably update, but I don't know. You don't like loud, crowded spaces, just get super annoyed. Yes, exactly. Loud and crowded is not very fun. Okay. So that's pretty good for this. I'll show off the rest of Space Valkyria 3 later, some other day, just because nothing's really changed. And I've shown it off somewhat recently. So that's really all there is to see on this. Oh, that reminds me. Speaking of, there is actually... I managed to move Space Valk 1 to this world download. There it is. So we can actually see Space Valkyria 1 here. Concerts are too loud for them, not big into them personally. Ah, here we are. So I made an end portal. Shit. Oh well, this just teleports you back to Space Valk 3. Yeah, right here. Since this is sort of like the central command area, I don't really have anything good going on in this room. Anyway. And this is actual Space Valkyria, but in the overworld. And funny enough, when they added the height update, the ability to just cram all of Space Valk 1 into the overworld, and it can just fit snugly. And there's still like, what, 100? Or no. I think, yeah, it's 128, that's right. Yeah, there's still like 128 blocks of depth. Or no, is it 64 or is it 128? I forget. It's quite a bit. It's something. Oh yeah, that's right, shaders. Usually it looks better with shaders. The OG Space Valk, yep. I figured I may as well put this on this world because, well, I don't know, why not? Why not, right? It looks amazing. Well, thank you. Looks even better with the shaders on at full blast. Negative 64, yeah, but this goes to 64, I think. Or no, it goes to 60 or something like that. So there are almost 128 blocks between the bottom of Space Valk 1 and the lower build limit. I would never have imagined there'd come a day where I could fit the original Space Valk 1 in the overworld. I was always under the impression the overworld would be just too cramped. It would just never work. Oh, yeah. Oh. Blast and I'm breaking. Oh, wow, these are the original tools and mushroom. Oh, I forgot I put these in here. Or did I? Wait. Yeah. Oh, wow, yeah, we gathered up these bones because we had a skeleton grinder. Yeah, holy shit, all this stuff is still here from way back when. Let me get rid of that. There we go. Yeah, we had minecart tracks, because these were the tracks we used to, I don't know, get animals out here, I think it was. Wool and dyes. Oh. That's not it. We don't have the 2BTT newspaper right now. Precious blocks. I think we just had some iron and gold there. We didn't actually have much. Rabbit hide. Oh, wow. Frostbite. You're making a new world. You want to speed up the process for large structures. There's just pure block placing. Any mods? Baritone. If you make it using creative mode and then make a schematic of it, you can use Baritone to place it by hand. Through a scale of desk fan to NASCAR engine, how loud is my computer with shaders? No louder than it currently is. Whatever you hear of my computer running or sucking is as loud as it is. Okay, that reflection is off. The water surface should not be reflecting that beacon. Oh. Game rule time. No. Do daylight cycle. False. I love it being perpetually stuck at like sundown. Because like something about the orangey glow of sundown is just so cool. Man, this takes me back. Books were junk. Ice was junk? Really? Power 1 bows. Oh yeah, I do remember these. I think if I recall, one of the things I wanted to do at the original Space Falcon, when I started making it, one of the things I wanted to do was collect one of every item in the game. Because on 2B2T at that time, that was something I had not yet done. I had not gathered up one of every block in the game. Not yet. And so, that was just something I intended to do. Ah, here's maps. Oh, yeah, I forgot about this symbol. I was making the, I used this symbol for Space Valk 3, and then all the maps got overwritten by a certain someone. So these are all the maps from 2B2T that I've uploaded onto the world save itself. Let's see now. Wasn't there a, yeah, there was a player head here originally left by, like, Housemaster, I want to say? Something like that. So yeah, this was the workstation. Or the workspace area. And then, I don't know, I just kind of got creative with what I was doing. This was fishing. Fishing was kind of important back then. I want to say fishing was, like, newly profitable. From, like, 1.7, you could get treasures and stuff. Oh, shit. These armor stands are missing. Fuck. Where'd they go? There were armor stands with, like, silver, or it was iron armor, that was it. I should probably replace that and, like, fix it. Oh yeah, this is stuff from Space Valk 1. Huh. Cool. And then I had these at an angle. Let's get this, and full sets of iron armor, because these were originally decked out with iron armor. And then there are some sets of armor up there that were gold, and then later on diamond. I think the entities didn't transfer over. I had to use, like, World Edit to make a schematic from the original world download or something like that. And so entities didn't get saved. But items, chests, blocks. Oh, nope, these didn't get saved either. This was an item frame. Two item frames with 2 maximum enchanted fishing rods. Enchant Jack, Lure 3, Unbreaking 3. Look at the C3. Lure, Luck, Unbreaking. I think that was it. Was that all we could have on? Yeah, that's all you could have on these back then. Mending didn't exist yet. Yeah, I remember having these like this. Something like that. God, that brings me back. I forget why we had furnaces here, but I'm sure I had a reason. Oh, yeah, I remember now. Yes, I do have a reason. So, fun fact, back before Pyrobyte showed up with an XCC2, before they showed up with inf blocks, I was going off of what items I could gather via farming, and there was a base very close to where I ended up establishing Space Valk 1. And at that place, there were a bunch of blocks of, like, quartz and stuff that got basically just abandoned. Oh, damn it, that didn't... There we go. But yeah, it was all abandoned stuff. And so I ended up taking all the quartz out of there, and that's where I got some of the quartz. That's why I only used a little bit of quartz, is because I didn't have enough to really, like, make a whole bunch of stuff. Iron ore, iron... No, is it just chain? Yeah, it's just chain. Here we go. So yeah, that's how I was getting all this stuff. And so I set up these furnaces here because I'd set up... I was like sitting right here. Oh, fuck, wrong thing. I was sitting right here mining stone. Oh, fuck. AFK. And that's how I was getting the stone for all the stone brick, at least initially. And I had like a, because I hadn't built up farther than this point. There was just nothing up above us yet. And so I had a little smooth stone generator just chugging along, and I was just like whacking around at everything trying to get, you know, the material to build up and up and up. And obviously I needed to change that from the cobblestone that I was mining. I don't remember if I had silk touch picks. I think we were like really low on picks at the time. And so like there was just no easy way to like silk touch and stuff. Either that or maybe just the account I was on didn't have that. I forget why, but I remember I was using furnaces to supplement for the cobblestone that I was originally making. And it was just such a slow process. And that when XCC2 was like, hey Jack, imps work again. And I'm like, are you shitting me? Oh my god, please, can I have an imp? And then he's like, yeah, I have an imp stone. And I'm like, I need an imp stone. That's exactly what I want. And that saved me so many hours of just sitting there and slogging away. Oh, it was so good. Man, XCC2 was so based. Let's just enchant this up real quick, because the next layer had some enchanted armor. Yeah, these were micro farms that I made. I think I was just worried about making every possible farming, or every possible item one could farm out here. That was just my overall concern. Because, little known fact, apparently. Like, I know this, because this was my idea. But, as cool as Space Valk 1 is to everybody, this was only going to be the cornerstone of the original Space Valkyria. There were going to be lots of other builds, you know, coming off of this. There were going to be roads and, like, bridges leading to all of these various other buildings and bases that people were going to make. And that was going to be how we were all going to get around. And this one particular tower, we were going to farm every possible thing that we could farm from here, and then it would be distributed out to everybody else who needed it at their base or what have you. And so that's how that was going to go. And everybody else was very bad at staying alive. Ooh. Hey, that still works. And so basically nobody could stay alive long enough for it, oh shit, to matter. And so yeah, that was basically the end. And then the Telat A exploit happened. Carrot, melon, potato microfarm. Ooh. Does this still work? Oh wow, it still works. Oh wait, yeah, there's still bone meal in here. Wow. I believe we were making golden carrots back then because we had tons of carrot, or tons of gold, sorry. Why is it eating? Oh, wow. Let me go into survival because I know it would behave in survival mode. So yeah, this is how it works. I'm shocked this is still... I'm shocked this design still works. I don't even remember how I built it. I'm gonna have to, like, look at the guts of this. Because I used to be so good at designing really tiny redstone things. Oh, okay. I kind of see now. And all of this was just contained in this small upper area. Just like right in here. And then just directly above is the animal farms. There were lots of sheep and stuff here. Oh, wow. Okay, so I did at least fix most of these and turn them into chains. Back then, iron bars for chains was all we had. I would have used chain blocks if we'd had them. But we didn't, so... Wasn't I going to build a jungle? Yep. Yep, that's at the very top. I haven't actually finished doing that. Oh, that's right. The mob spawner was here. Why not? Pig. Oh, spawner. That's it. There we go. Yeah, that's how that was. Oh yeah, the ghast spawner. I should probably restore that. Yeah, that's on this next uppermost level. Oh yeah, this had hose in it. Because people kept fucking trampling the crops. Oh! I already did that, okay. Cool. Yeah, this is like one of the few ghast spawners in all of 2B2T's history. This was really something. What the? That's an oddity. Some of these rose bushes are not too tall rose bushes. Very strange. Wonder why it did that. What other... There we go. For some reason, the sunflowers got messed up too. As did all the too talls got messed up. Why? If I recall, we only wanted to farm these for dye. I don't think there was any good reason to have them otherwise. Peonies. Must have been a problem with the schematic or something. I don't know. Hard to say. There we go. All the cacti look good. Oh yeah, up here. This was where the diamond armor was. Oh, some of the first stuff that went missing was diamond armor. That's how we knew somebody was in our base that shouldn't have been. It was right around the time Jared and Talo got there. If I recall, armor stands were brand new back then, and so I was like really obsessed with using them as decoration. So I did. I used them everywhere. But then I found out that they lag your game really badly. Because, you know, entities. Made a world download of Space Valk 1 with dome complete. Oh, really? I think I tried to make a complete dome once. I didn't like it. Because I don't think I actually wanted it to be a dome. I think I wanted it to sort of like be a beveled, sort of like a cake display. You know how they'll have, you know, like it won't be like a cylinder. It'll sort of be like a beveled cylinder. You know what I mean? That was kind of like what I was going for. Everything to build then were glass buildings. Oh, glass is a difficult material to use, right? Am I ready? Am I ready building Space Valk 1? What do you mean ready? Try rephrasing that. I'm not going to rebuild it in like survival, but I did plan on completing it here in creative mode. But I planned to do this over a year ago. I just forgot. And then people were asking about it, and I haven't shown off Space Valk 1 in a while. We still got to go to 2. Don't let me forget. If I recall, Pyro put a player head of Talo on one of these. It wasn't this one, it was this one over here. And then he left a sign like, oh my god, I'm Talo 112 or some shit, making fun of Talo. It was quite funny. Oh, I forgot I had the water here. Back before waterlogging was even a thing. Do I still keep in contact with people like XO? No, I do not. I do not like X0XP. I have zero reason to keep in contact with people like him. All you did was building in your first years of Minecraft. Ah. I mean, what am I doing right now? Oh, autocorrect screwed you. Ah. What am I doing right now? I'm just kind of touring around the original Space Valk 1. This is obviously not the original world, but, you know, close enough. And I'm just sort of putting the finishing touches on smaller bits that I can easily fix. Showing it off here and there. That's really all I'm doing. I finished the building I was initially starting on today, so I figure why not. I know you don't want to return to GPT, but why? It's not fun anymore. Like, if I had to really summarize 2B2T up, it's just not fun anymore. Hey, how am I? I'm doing fine, Jose. You played split screen with your friends on the 360. Oh, damn, that must have been tough. God, I love this sundown. Remember finding all the secret buildings in the forest. Ah. This over here is just sort of like a proof of concept that I was sort of messing around with just to see what I could do with more recent blocks. I do kind of want to replace some of the blocks in here with more recent things, but I don't know. We'll see. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, I don't have the villagers anymore. Used to have villagers in here. Back before they required beds and other things. What's my opinion on Fit? He's a cool enough dude. I remember Fit quite well from before the Russia War. I missed that time. It's been a while, so you thought the whole Space Valk 3 looks different now. It's Space Valk 1 for right now. Do I like bald people? I don't have an opinion on baldness, sorry. Ah, now this was fun. We'd, before Elytra, we had Jump Boost 2 from the beacon down there, and so you would have to run up and jump on each one of these platforms, and it was so easy to miss. And like Snacky especially was really like pissed that it was so easy to just fall. Ah yes, here were the player heads. The gone but not forgotten. The Fiends. This was Housemaster and the hackers and stuff. Little did we know they were all in cahoots with one another. The King of 2B2T and his entourage. This was Pyrobyte. And then I put more armor on these. I don't have the player heads. I don't know that it's possible to get them either. I also put a thing here. I like the idea of looking up and seeing an armor stand. Sort of like looking down at you. And actually, now that I think about it, I should have some better armor on these, because this is like the highest level. Oh, Carol Cat, thank you for subscribing. I'm gonna replace this with netherite armor here in a sec. Okay. Chest. I don't remember what I got in this. That ain't it. That ain't it either. Here we are. Whoops. I hate how shulkers can so easily duplicate. Kinda gets annoying after a while. So what happened between me and Exo? No, he's just an asshole. And he thinks too highly of himself. He always has, though. Liam has always been a very jerk type. You know what I mean. Not that amazing. Nothing that amazing, I mean. It's not that special. I just don't care. I have no reason to be in contact with people from that time. Actually, come to think of it. Fuck it, let's just make it all... Shit. What was Pop Bob really like compared to how Fit describes him as a big scary hacker? He was just a braggadocious asshole like all the rest of them. All the hackers had an ego about them. A big ego. They believed everything they did was amazing. And I'll admit, they did some frightening shit. They were very, very, I don't want to say like dangerous, but like very, they didn't care if they ruined your life, you know? A lot of them apparently are on the spectrum, according to Kinorana, and that doesn't shock me in the slightest to learn that some of them are literally autistic, and so have personal and social and boundary related issues. But they were not like, they're not good people, many of them. I think it's changed a bit nowadays. So it's not like 100% how it used to be. But like when it was just Pop Bob, Tristan, Clyde, and Talo, yeah, they were monsters. Like they lived in an online setting where nobody could really stop them. Oh man, these are all the original blocks. This was taken when we were moving to Space Valk 2. Yeah, I recognize this. This was the big bad storage room. The command give player head skull owner player name should give you the head if there's not some problem with the command or the account. Okay. Well, the problem is you're not going to get the player head as it was at that time. There is no Housemaster account, I believe. Or something to that effect. And so that's going to be a problem. Oh, wow, I still have some stone brick here. Stones. Oh, I've still got stone. You must be this high to get stone. Oh yeah, STO. That was the naming convention for all of Pyrobyte's imps, and some of even XCC2's imps, where he would just, for whatever reason, he just had the first 3 letters of that word of that block, and that's how you knew this was from Pyrobyte. If you just ran into a chest of these somewhere, and it was like, so what we would do is we would put the imps in a dispenser, and it would shoot them out. And then we collect them all into chests, much like this. And so if you ran into a base, and you just didn't know any better, and you started rooting around in their stuff, and you found this, you knew, oh, this was spawned off of an imp. Ah, that's some good stuff. So yeah, good times. Quartz. Oh, so much quartz. I got a quartz imp from Pyro. Oh, that's right. Dirt for Jack. I made somebody go to the overworld and mine up a ton of dirt to fill in this area over here. If I recall, I was trying to make a little cozy personal room in here. Yeah, this area. Wow. Yeah, we were trying to make this terrain look a little more natural and a little more wild and varied. And yeah, it's basically what we did. And then I tried finishing some of the glass, but like as I was doing the glass, we got found, and so I never really fully did a whole lot to it. But I did end up like coming back many years later and adding a little more glass to where it's sort of like in the shape that I want it to be. So like everything up to here will be under glass, basically. Sort of like, not really like a full-blown dome, but like semi-dome shaped, I guess. I don't know. The Housemaster account no longer exists. I think it's gone, but I don't know. You remember hearing Pop Bob came out as trans or referred to as... no, Pop Bob is not trans. You gotta understand, a lot of those people in Nerds Inc. do a lot of the stuff they do, ironically, to fuck with people. They're not, like, actually that way. Oh, you're welcome, Spell. You take care, man. Thanks for coming out. Man, I love how the sky looks in this. These are the BSL shaders, by the way. So yeah, if you hear any rumors about Pop Bob, they are just that, rumors. Pop was a notorious troll. You can never believe anything he says. Ooh. Oh yeah, I forgot I had like a bunch of empty space up here. Heard George Bush 420. It's not really George Bush. That's a different account. You got BSL earlier today. Yeah, that looks great, doesn't it? try and finish these off. Pop Bob is in my basement. No. How old do I think my viewer base is? Teens, probably, if I had to guess. Maybe a little early 20 in some very niche cases. But most of you guys are in your teens. With the exception of some of you. I know some of you are obviously not, but the vast majority of my viewers are probably in their teens. I'd be very surprised if that majority was actually not. I don't know. Do we need... We got enough armor stands. I think that'll do. Man, I remember the throne rooms. These were all the base members that we had here. Brenillan, Kinorana. Lemonfoot. Yeah, Lemonfoot was the guy who dug up a lot of dirt for me. Pyro was here. Czar. C-Money 1-Up only came for like a week or two. He vanished. Ormonger. Or no, that was Draymond. That was Exalted Spartans. That's who that was. Megzy. Me. Snacky. Tristan was here once upon a time. XCC2, Silver Crown King, Monoxide. Man. Really takes me back. Let's ascend to the heaven. You'll be 21 in late July. Really? Okay, well you are an exception. Microsoft login. Yeah, I hate Microsoft's login bullshit. Really wish they hadn't ruined everything. And also, I love how smoky and misty the end is with BSL. It looks so mysterious. Did Nerds Inc. Grief Space Valk 1 on 2B2T? No, that was Talo and Jared. They were the ones who griefed it. They used the Telat-A exploit to find it. Sweet home. Home, sweet home. Adventure is out there, but I am right at home. By Hermetic Lock. Oh, wow. All of the reflective shininess. I forgot how weird glass behaves on these shaders. Why are my tracks missing? What the hell? That's weird. Where did they go? Epilepsy warning. Maybe. I don't know. I don't have epilepsy, so I don't ever know what's potentially bad. Epilepsy-wise. David Brodsky, they griefed it before Nerds Inc. was a thing. Yes, exactly. How many lies do you think Fit 12's is 12-year-old audience? I don't know. I feel like Fit tries to get things right, and because he has to push out videos super quickly, for the most part, it ends up being proven wrong in retrospect. But, like, some of the stuff is just stuff he knows at the time. Some of it is stuff he's had to, like, censor because he can't give away every secret under the sun. And so it doesn't really matter all that much. So I'm sure there are lots of things that are, like, inaccurate because they have to be. Inaccurate because what else can you do? Like, you're just within the time frame, you have to make a video on it. Otherwise, as a content creator, your window of opportunity elapses. And other times it's more because why not, Oh, damn, this is all so fucking pretty. It's all so pretty. The mistiness of just the end really adds to the atmosphere, doesn't it? You gotta go to bed, got school tomorrow. Have a good night. Okay, take care, Void Shadow. I'll see you around. Nighty night, yep. You've been playing since 2009 and you still haven't gotten sick of building. You can show me my current project on Discord. Really? You've been playing since '09? Holy shit, dude. You've been playing longer than I have. That's saying something. Most people haven't. On 2B2T, how many people helped me build Space Valk 3? Silver Crown King and Alpha placed some blocks on the disc to help out. The rest is basically all me. The designs, the sheer determination. Because if it had been up to Alpha and Silver, they would have been too lazy to just like do all of it. But they definitely helped in bits where it could be automated with like Baritone. Automating the disc creation with Baritone on 2B2T was the best thing I ever did. What if I did this walk in good VR? Oh man, this would be fucking amazing in VR. I want to play this in VR, but like I can't afford the VR equipment. 09 is older than most Fit and MC viewers. Damn. Truth. Ugh. It's your excuse for being an adult who plays Minecraft too much. Ooh. I feel you, Badoc. I feel you. Well, I don't know. You'll only be 21. Like, you're only just now an adult. And here's the building I did earlier in the stream. Yep. I feel like if you're not a builder, you're probably not the type to play Minecraft long term, like most of us have. You were 3 when Minecraft was released. Holy fucking shit, I feel old. I was 24 when Minecraft was released. Or wait, no. Sorry, 2010, my bad. I was 20, not 24. I was going on 24 when I joined 2B2T. But yeah, I was 20 when Minecraft came out. God. I'm really proud of that archway, by the way. That archway looks so fucking good. And these reflections are really throwing me off. Damn. Okay, so that's Space Valks 1 and 2, or 1 and 3. So let's look at 2. I haven't seen 2 in a while. Do I think some of the older player base from 2T will return? Maybe. Create. Let's see. Where did I put it? Here it is. Space Valk Part 2. This is what came to be known as Space Valkyria 2. Here we are. Oh wow, you can see already just how tiny an area we worked in. Let me turn off the shaders for a sec and then crank up the render distance. Fuck it. Max 64. Yeah, that just goes to show you right over here. So this was our Enderman grinder. It was actually really efficient back in the day. Dump all excess ender pearls. Oh man. These chests were so crammed full of pearls. This is how we got tons of XP. We would roll back and forth in a minecart. Come to think of it, I should probably repair that. Oh, this is a map of the whole area. Huh. Cool. Think I had, yeah. Just levers powering everything. And so what you do is you ride back and forth with kill aura on, and it would just kill the Endermen as they drop down because, you know, of course they would. And I went through the trouble of getting a minecart here with a named. You probably. I think I have the world on peaceful. There we go. Let's name it, Dude. Why not? Getting this dude into the cart was always so much trouble. Because I think back in the day, they just changed how... In 1.9, they changed how hitboxes of, like, minecarts and stuff would interact. It was very, very, very annoying. Because it made getting entities into minecarts much more troublesome than it had ever been before. Ooh, crap. Okay, so he's in there. Maybe snow layers will do. Because you can make snow layers go up to a certain level. Uh-oh. Oh, it killed it. Fuck. Oh well. You get the idea anyway. So yeah, they would wander in here, die, or fall down the hole rather. And it would be a very, very convenient down and dirty way to get a ton of XP. Because Endermen were not very smart. And yeah, that would soften them up. So this just like right over here. This just goes to show you how incredibly tiny the render distance was. Because out to here is about as far as loaded chunks would be back in that day. And so we would sort of just cower down here. And then I built this giant island. I built most of this island by hand, and then I got fed up with trying to build it since it was hollow inside, so I just lava casted a ton of it inside. These were all our villagers, and how... Oh man, these villagers used to have trades. No. Now they don't have nothing. That's unfortunate. This was our villager breeder. And then they'd pop out here, ready to become librarians, and those that were not librarians were dead. And I believe this was like the very first automated farm ever, come to think of it. Because, yeah, I don't think it had been done yet. Could be wrong. But yeah, something like that. And then this was, again, our trading hall. I had way more villagers here, though. I even went as far as to show what they had. This is how we first got mending. Man. That was something. Oh. And then... This is just general crop farms. Stone generator. Ah, yes, this was a rail duper. I don't remember if we ever was if we were ever able to get everything finished, but this map wall couldn't be done at the time and was added after the fact. I think I broke the map wall for some reason. Yeah. Ah, our lovely little sugarcane farm. This is where we retreated to after the end of Space Valk 1. Oh, hey, Proud Camp. I really liked this wall design. I might want to adapt this for something at Space Valk 3. And then here is the central building itself. There was a, at that time, there was a flight exploit that allowed you to fly on a horizontal surface, and it would reduce the hunger that you took. Oh yeah, this is my chicken farm. So you would basically use less food. Quartz. Oh man, this is all from Pyrozymph. Pyrobyte had so much stuff. Gold. Dirt. Dirt was at a premium back then because there was no easy way of getting it. The trifecta of terror. We were each, all three of us, Pop Bob, Talo, and myself, we were all some sort of blight on the server. I'd shut down the end. Pop Bob was Pop Bob. And Talo, well, Talo was actually partly responsible for the back door of 2016. What do I have him? Oh, wow, this is my original ender chest. Holy shit. AU-15. Because this is just a map of the area. Or no, this is AU-15's ender chest. Yeah. Wow. Ain't that something? What does the fox say? Do more speed. There was a player named the Fox. And of course you could make a banner with a fox face. And the Fox claimed to do hard drugs like speed. This was the 2B2T newspaper. I don't know if any of this stuff got saved. Oh, it did. All of this got saved. Hell yes. Oh, wow. Holy shit. This is so cool. This head right here. This head is a very special head. So, fun fact, at Asgard 2, Housemaster popped down, Pyrobyte popped down an armor stand because I was on Minecraft vacation, basically. I was not playing 2B2T at that time. I was playing modded Minecraft, and I was having too much fun doing that. So I didn't play 2B2T early 2015 until like March, April 2015 when I got invited to Asgard 2. And so throughout the end of 2014 until March 2015, they wanted to invite me to Asgard, but I was just not going. I was not playing 2B2T. I didn't care. And so Pyrobyte pops down an armor stand and pops down my head. And then he like puts some clothing on it or whatever. And I think that was it. And then Housemaster. Fucking Housemaster shows up. Oh, that's just a regular ass player head. Never mind. Fucking Housemaster of all people shows up. And he breaks and destroys the head, my head, on the armor stand. And so I don't know how he did it. I think he just like popped the whole thing. And so Pyrobyte got mad at House and was like, put Jack's head back. You broke a perfectly good head. And House was like, all right, whatever, lol. And so then he spawned in this very head, Housemaster himself, and put that on the armor stand. And it obviously looked like that because he fucked up the command to get it right. And so he just named it Jack the Ripper's head with like brackets or whatever. And then it stayed at Asgard 2 until everything got destroyed, pretty much. Oh yeah, I was enchanting books like crazy. Oh yeah, we had heads from everybody else because those were given to us originally by Pyrobyte. We got quite a few, if I recall. So yeah, that was yeah, a sword with a Tolkien name. That was something Sato made, I believe. Welcome to the End Island, or the Island of the End, established the 11th of October, 2015. This was the villager responsible for breeding. This is where we would AFK fish. Oh yeah, beetroot was brand new. We got this from an end city. I think that was the only way you could get beetroot back then. That was a tower I believe Parthicus made. And so this, for the longest time, this building in this little island was all there was to Space Valk 2. And then in late 2015, I started building this. And I got really, really, really into building this place. And so you can kind of begin to see how it has, you know, influenced what I was building at the time. I was just sort of going off the cuff, building whatever came to mind. Even back then I did that. And then I had this, and let me kill all the Endermen, because I don't want them clogging up my build, and I don't want them taking things. And so yeah, this is just kind of a thing. Pyrobite had a bit of an ego, but he was a much more caring and much more, like, he would learn, you know? He started out braggadocious, but he cooled off, and, like, he was cool, you know? He wasn't just a jerk-ass because he could be. He started out that way, but then as he got to know people, he came out of his shell and became a much cooler person to get to know and talk with. And it was all the better, you know? Anyway, so this was going to be this big bad end palace that I was going to create. Obviously, it got found and destroyed, but, you know, this was going to be where we were going to live. I was going to make this place super lavish. I don't know that it would have ever gotten as big as Space Valk 3. But hey, if we'd been left to our own devices for a long enough period of time, I imagine it would have. Knowing me. Just sort of had various wings going every which way. No real rhyme or reason to a lot of the architecture. I just liked how it looked. I really kind of felt my calling building out here alone. It's very strange, very, very peaceful for a time. And so yeah, you can see a lot of how Space Valk 3 would shape up from this place. I'm really heavily considering finishing this place at some point. But of course I want to finish the original Space Valk 1 as well, so I don't know. But yeah, there's just so much stuff that we could do. Hey, Diluted Water, how are you? When did I quit 2B2T? About mid-2020 is when I really truly quit. Did Pyro have the hacker ego? Oh, I already answered that, sorry. So yeah, this is where I also kind of developed a taste for using quartz exclusively. Because I knew that it was a snazzy looking block, but that it was so hard to get a hold of in massive quantities, making a base exclusively out of quartz was just not doable for a very long time. Doing alright, just chilling, alright. Well, I'm glad to see you around. I know it's been a while. I thought I quit earlier than that. I fake quit earlier than that. But I genuinely officially quit in 2020. I stopped caring at about that time. Man. This place was so boss. Ooh. I don't even remember what all I was going to do to this place. It's going to be interesting to, if I ever decide to revisit this build. I think this was going to be like a central viewing area or something to that effect. I don't know. Ooh. I really like this design. I need to reuse this. That's cool. And so yeah, this is how it was on 2B2T. It was really something. It was going to be a massive palace, but I'm not quite sure what it would have become had we been given the time. So yeah, basically imagine this. And come to think of it, am I even able... I don't think I'd be able to go back to the... There shouldn't be a Space Valk 1 on this map. There shouldn't be. Yeah, because like right here is where it should be. Yeah, what was it, like 400? 1990? 400, 2000, something like that? Yeah. I remember using the glide exploit with Speed 2 potions in order to glide from Space Valk 2 back to Space Valk 1. I just really enjoyed being able to use the glide exploit to do that. If I'm ever going to do a Space Valk 4, probably not, but I don't know, maybe. I think out over this way, coming off this island, one of the things I wanted to do, like over here, was make a replica of Space Valk 1 over here. So that's kind of where I got the idea to do replicas of bases and stuff. And so, yeah. This is it. Let's see now. Here is the last little wing that I've yet to explore. I love doing curved staircases like this. And then this was just like a little sort of, I don't know, garden looking thing. I remember I was building up in here somewhere, and I was finishing this when Kane's Law came to me and said, "Hey Jack, do you want revenge for the lands?" And I was like, "I'm listening. What do you have in mind?" And he's like, "I've got a stash that we can go hit." And that was the 32K stash. And I was like, holy shit. And so I pressed pause on building this late one Saturday evening, and we trekked out until like 4 in the morning to go find Tristan's 32K stash that they'd built with that back door. God damn, that was so cool. And that's how we got 32Ks. It was something. Man, the more I look at this place, I want to finish this place too. This place was so fucking cool. Just the design, just the feel of it. Like, I love how there are just black lines that just go everywhere. And here's just like a little, I don't know, balcony, I guess. Not really much of anything. There was also a flying exploit with Elytra. I believe one of the very first videos I had on this channel was me flying around this place saying, "Hey look, I've got a flight exploit. Look at me, I can do this. I'm flying on 2B2T," and at that time that was unheard of. We hadn't been able to fly since like beta? Mid-beta? Somewhere in there. So yeah, fun times. So thank you for asking about Space Valks 1 and 2. This was a really cool trip down memory lane. Well, at any rate, I will catch you all tomorrow for, what is it, new episode of Shadowrun. Remember the vid? It was a very cool tour of Space Valk 2. Yeah, that was back when it was real. Oh man, if I could go back to pre-2016, I don't know that I would, but maybe as like a tourist. I don't know. Back in 2020, baritone over the original 2 Space Valks, and so many people go to visit there. The bridges were all over the place at different heights. Yep. Yeah. Really cool. Really something. Well, I will have a good night. You do all do the same, and I will see you all tomorrow for another episode of Shadowrun, and then from there we will do Hardcore on Saturday. So, you all be good. Take it easy. I will catch you all tomorrow. Take care. Bye.